Dear students, in your data communication and computer networking paper, today I am going to discuss about network topology. So before going to discuss about network topology, we must know what is network. So when the group of devices are connected to each other through the transmission media for data communication purpose, then that forms a network. Now the term topology comes here. Topology means how the network is laid out physically. That means how the different devices are communicated through the transmission media to physically form a network. That is known as your network topology. So now we will discuss about different types of topologies. There are four basic types of topologies. First one is your mesh topology, then second one is your star topology, third one is your box topology, and fourth one is your ring topology. Now we will discuss it one by one. So this is the diagram of mesh topology. In case of your mesh topology, here each device is connected to every other device. That means there is a dedicated point-to-point link between different devices. Here, in case of your mesh topology, if any device wants to send the data to any other device, then it sends the data by its private channel or private path. As you can see here, let's say this is one device. If this device wants to send the data to this device, then it will use this dedicated point-to-point path to this device for sending the data. And simultaneously, if this device wants to send the data to this device and this device, then accordingly it will send the data by their dedicated point-to-point path. Next thing is that if in case of your mesh topology, if there are n number of devices are present, then the total number of links or physical channels are present equal to, the formula is here, n whole into n minus 1 by 2. For example, if in a mesh topology, if there are 5 number of devices are present, that means n equal to 5. Then the total number of physical channels or links present equal to, here n equal to 5. Then the total number of physical channels are present, 5 into 5 minus 1, that is 4. That means 5 into 4 divided by 2. That means total 10 number of physical channels are present in that mesh topology. Now we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of mesh topology. First we go for the advantages. First advantage is that it eliminates the traffic problem. That means here in case of, as you can see the diagram in the previous slide, here each device is connected to every other device by the point-to-point connection. That means every device has a private path to send the data. So if any device wants to send the rest of the devices in the mesh topology, then it can simultaneously send the data. As there are different paths for each device, different paths are present. So here the traffic problems can be eliminated. Next advantage is that the mesh topology is robust in nature. Robust means if one link becomes unusable. Unusable means if one link fails, then it will not affect the entire system. The rest of the system will work accordingly. Next advantage is its privacy and security. As I have told that in case of the mesh topology, each device has the private path to every other device. So here the data is not hacked in between the transmission. So privacy or security is maintained here. Another advantage is that here the fault identification and fault isolation also very easy. Now we will go for the disadvantages part. Disadvantage in case of the mesh topology, here the installation and reconnection are very difficult as there are much cables are used. And the second disadvantage is that it will occupy more space because more wires are required in case of the mesh topology, and that's why this topology is also very costly. Then the second type of topology is star topology. As we can see in this diagram, here there is a central controller is present which is known as the hub, and to the hub different devices are attached. Here there is no direct path between different devices. That means if any device wants to send the data to any other device, then the device has to send the data first to the hub, then the hub will retransmit the data to that destination device. So here the dedicated point-to-point path is present between the device to the hub, and there is no private or personal connection between different devices. That means whatever transmission is going on, that are carried out through one point, and that is known as the central controller, which is known as the hub. Here, the controller acts as an exchange that I have told previously, that if any device wants to send the data to another, it sends the data to the controller, which then relays the data to the other connected devices. Next, we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages. Here, in advantages part, first advantage is it is less expensive as compared to the mesh topology, as less number of cables are used. Next advantage is that it is easy to install and reconfigure. As like in mesh topology, it is also robust in nature. That means if any device fails, then it will not affect the entire system. In this case also, fault identification is easy and fault isolation is also very easy. Next, we go for the disadvantages part. Here, the total dependency of the topology lies on one single point, that is the hub. That means if the hub fails, then the total system goes down. After the mesh topology and star topology, now we will discuss about the boss topology. In case of your mesh topology and star topology, there is the point-to-point connection is present. But in case of the boss topology, multi-point connection is established. Multi-point connection means here one link or one channel is shared between different devices. In boss topology, there is a long cable is present which is known as the backbone cable. That means here all the devices are connected to the backbone cable. That means the total point, the total transmission point is lies on one point, and that is the main cable or backbone cable. Let's see the diagram. In bus topology, as you can see here, the main cable is present which is known as backbone cable, and to the main cable different devices are attached. Here the devices are attached to the main cable by this drop line and this tap. The drop line means it is the channel or link which connects the device to the main cable, and tap is the connector here, which connects the drop line to the main cable. Now we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of the bus topology. If we will discuss about the advantages, then the first advantage is that it is easy to install, and the second advantage is it uses less cables as compared to the mesh topology and bus topology. That's why it is also cheaper as compared to the mesh topology and star topology. And if we will discuss about the disadvantage, the first disadvantage is that here the fault title isolation is very much difficult. And the second disadvantage is that here the signal reflection at the taps can cause degradation in signal quality. And the last basic topology is ring topology. In case of your ring topology, here each device has a dedicated point-to-point link to its two neighboring devices. That means the two devices which are present on the either side of that device. Here, in case of the ring topology, the signal is passed along the ring in one direction only. That means from the name it is we can understand that that forms a round like structure. That means the signal is passed in one direction from device to device until it reaches its destination part. And in case of the ring, in a ring, a repeater is present. Whenever a device receives a signal which is intended for the another device, the repeater regenerates the bits and passes them along the path. Here is the diagram is present. Here each device is connected to its two neighboring device and the signal flows in one direction only. That means either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. Now we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of ring topology. First we will discuss about the advantages. So first advantage is that it is very easy to install and also the reconfiguration is also very easy. And the fault isolation is also simplified here. But the main disadvantage of this topology is that the unidirectional traffic. That means the signal moves in one direction only. That means the signal has to take much time to reach at its destination. That means the transmission time is more as compared to the other devices. So this is all about the four basic type of topologies that I have discussed, that is the mesh topology, bus topology, star topology and ring topology. Now we will discuss about another two hybrid topologies or derived topologies. Derived topology means derived topology means it comes from the basic topology that I have discussed earlier. First derived topology is tree topology. The tree topology is the variation of star topology. Here in tree topology, one main central controller is present, which is known as central hub or primary, and to the primary hub different secondary hubs are attached, and to the secondary hub devices are attached, and the majority of the devices connected to the secondary hub that in turn connected to the central hub. Now we will see the diagram. As you can see, here the central controller is present, which is known as primary hub, and to the primary hub these secondary hubs are attached, and to the secondary hub these devices are attached. That means if any device wants to send the data to any other device, first, it will send the data to the secondary hub, then the secondary hub transmits the data to the primary hub, then the primary hub again transmits the data to the corresponding secondary hub, and the secondary hub transmits the data to the destination device. Here, the primary hub is known as the active hub, whereas the secondary hubs are known as the passive hub. Here, the primary hub contains one repeater. That means whenever any device wants to send the data to the secondary hub, and secondary hub accordingly send the data to the primary hub regenerate the signal for avoiding the corruption of the signal or weak signal. Here, in case of the tree topology, if any secondary hop fails, then only that part goes down, but it will not affect the entire system. Let's say this secondary hop, due to any reason, this secondary hop fails, then only this part cannot work, but the rest of the part can work accordingly. There is no hamper to the entire system. Next, we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of tree topology. The first advantage is that it allows more devices to be attached to a single central hub and can therefore increase the distance a signal can travel between devices. Though more number of secondary hubs are attached, so more number of devices are attached to the topology. That's why a signal can travel much more distance as compared to the star topology. It also allows the network to isolate and prioritize communication from different computers. The main disadvantage of this topology is that the dependency of the whole topology lies on one single point, and that is the central hub or primary hub. If the secondary hub fails, then only that part cannot work, but the rest of the system can work accordingly or properly. But if the central hub fails, then the total system goes down, and this is the main disadvantage of tree topology. Next, we will discuss about another type of topology, which is known as hybrid topology. When we connect two to more basic topologies, then that becomes the hybrid topology. For example, if we want to connect the base topology, tree topology, and for example, if we want to connect the maze topology, burst topology, then we want to connect the two topologies by the use of the star topology, then it will become a hybrid topology. And this is all about different types of topologies. Thank you.